Hello everyone, and welcome back. It's that time of the week again. Tomorrow is the farmer's market. It's time for me to wash up this week's eggs. This last week now, a couple of the mornings were in the low 40s. It was unbelievable for being the end of June to be that cold, and then during the day, it only got up into the mid 60s. So egg production was down a little bit. But it didn't really matter because last week at the farmer's market was the first week that it opened. It was a rainy day, it was cool, nobody has anything from the garden yet, so people are just selling things. Sarah and her friend Chad, they sell a lot of baked goods, and they do really well that way, but not a lot of people bought eggs, just a couple dozen were sold. So I still have some left over from last week. Every time I post one of these doing the eggs videos, people always comment, don't wash your eggs, don't wash your eggs. But when I eat the eggs that I eat, I don't wash those. They are sitting on the counter usually, or I put them in the fridge unwashed. But if I'm going to sell eggs at a farmer's market, I got to wash the eggs. Can't be selling a dirty egg or anything like that. So that's why I make sure they're washed up. Another good thing about washing the eggs is I put them into a bowl of water, and a bad egg will float. So if you've got them on the counter for a long time, put them into water. If they float to the top, throw them out. They're rotten. And I can always see, not that anything would happen within a week, but what if one of them has a crack or something? I don't know. Just good to know that they're all viable eggs. I think it was in the last video that I posted where we went out and looked at the turkeys and looked at the incubator with those turkey eggs in it. Well, some of those have been in there now, I don't know, I think it was since the 9th. It's been pushing 3 weeks, 2 or 3, anyway. I should be able to candle them to see if anything is happening. So last night I went in there and I candled all the eggs. I think I have 9 in there, something like that. Not one egg is viable. A bunch of them are totally clear. Some are clear on the top where the air sac is like usual, and then the bottom is clear. And remember the turkey, I thought she was sitting, she got broody and was sitting on eggs. Well, after 2 days or 3 days, she got off of those eggs, and I went in there and looked, and there was no eggs underneath her. And now it's been, well, 6 days anyway, I have not got one egg from her. So anyway, I'm really having to rethink the hobby farm and having my turkeys. Because if those turkeys are not laying eggs that I can hatch, I have no reason to have them. They're going to have to go into the freezer. They're nice to look at. My grandson Xander likes to go out and look at them, but I have lots of other birds. So the turkeys, for me, for a hobby farm, every animal has to do something. I have a dog, or we have Chester now. I used to have Max. They retrieve ducks when we go duck hunting. Cats, we've got 3 cats here. They catch mice. They catch a lot of mice. They need to catch more mice because they always get into the feeders. Anyway, if the turkeys are not doing what they're supposed to do, they're going to have to be put into the freezer. As you can do it 2 ways. You can have pets, and you can have a hobby farm. And a hobby farm has to produce, and right now the turkeys are just eating food and they're not doing anything for me. Even with my Muscovy ducks, I separated the 2 males. I have 1 male with 1 female that are in this cage, and then I have the male and the female that are outside of the cage. Because I'm not getting as many eggs. The one didn't hatch them that she sat on, but to be honest, she was sitting on them when there was still snow on the ground, so they probably got wet. Anyway, now I'm debating if I need to get rid of one of the male Muscovy ducks, because 1 male can easily take care of 2 females and everything seems a lot calmer. So the hobby farm has been really scaled back this year, but that's pretty much how I do it. You have 1 year where you butcher a lot of stuff and you fill up your freezer, and then it takes you a year basically to get that freezer emptied out. At least with my chickens, I get lots of eggs. I've had chickens for as long as I can remember. I love getting chicken eggs. Okay everyone, so it looks like we got 52 eggs this week. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I will see you on the next video.